and gentlemen. And right now we're gonna do anxiety news. I ran out of V8 energy drinks, so I've been drinking coffee, and the coffee is so acidic that it does something to me. I don't know what it does. It's not always great. Anyway, so anxiety news, something cool. Let's do some cool stuff to calm our anxiety. So April 2024, it has a full moon, and it's called a pink moon, but it's not what you think. So following its blockbuster role as part of the total, this is from usatoday.com. Following its blockbuster role as part of the total solar eclipse in early April, the moon, shout out to the moon, thank you God for making the moon. Shout out to God, really. Will make another notable appearance in the sky over the next few days. This time, the full pink moon will rise in the evening sky Tuesday. So maybe tomorrow if I get this out on time. Or maybe today. But bearing some unforeseen atmospheric phenomena such as wildfire smoke, the moon won't actually appear pink to our eyes. So does it sometimes? The moon should be its usual golden color near the horizon and fade to a bright white as it glides overhead, according to the Old Farmer's Almanac. That's still being published. The full moon in April instead gets its name from one of the earliest widespread flowers of spring. Here's what to know. Let's see. So for millennia, people across the world, including Native Americans, named the months after nature's cues. Each full moon has its own name. According to NASA, the Maine farmers, Maine as in M-A, the state, Farmers Almanac, that's one another state that I didn't remember when I was trying to remember a bunch of states. Began publishing Native American names for full moons in the 1930s, and these names are now widely known and used. The full moon in April is known as the pink moon, named after the herb moss pink, also known as creeping phlox, moss phlox, or mountain phlox. That's PH. This is a plant native to the eastern USA, and this is the one that is one of the earliest widespread flowers of spring. Creeping phlox thrives in sandy or rocky soils, and it is often used as ground cover, the Farmer's Almanac said. NASA said other names for the moon include the sprouting grass moon, the egg moon, and among coastal tribes of North America, the fish moon, because this was when the shad swam upstream to spawn. So this is the pink, aka the fish, aka the egg, aka grass moon. I like grass moon because it's 420 week. I'm just gonna turn into the whole week. You know what I'm saying? Because it started on, and then 420 was the first day of Taurus. So shout out to you if you're a Taurus. I'm looking at my calendar. Interesting. All right. Some more news. So we survived the eclipse. Speaking of the eclipse, because I thought, some shit was going to pop off. Thank God it didn't. I already talked about the little shadow I saw. All right. So I thought this was already passed, but apparently the House just passed a vote to ban TikTok unless the Chinese owner ByteDance sells to an American company. This is from Business Insider. The House voted in favor of a bill that could result in an American ban on TikTok. The bill would force TikTok owner to sell. So I don't know. I get it and I don't get it. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. It is still 420 weekend and gotta stay hydrated. So this is why I understand it. It's used to spy on our phones. There's potential for them to be capable of attacking us supposedly. Well, see, here's the bottom. Now on the other side, TikTok is also the only one that's not controlled by our government. Therefore, maybe there's more information on it allowed than would be on Instagram or Facebook. Who knows? So I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see in the next few days. Hopefully, what's gonna happen. Oh, Israel, Iran's been popping off. Hopefully that stays not too crazy. I think it's chilling right now. Some dude set himself on fire. Talk about anxiety, and they just fucking. I'm sorry. They just showed that on Instagram. Like you just watch the dude, and like it's like, whoa, oh my goodness. And his manifesto was interesting. He said Trump's with Biden. They're gonna do a coup on the government, and it's like, it sounds kind of crazy, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised. I guess I don't know. What the fuck can you do though? Just like be in awe. What's next? Yo, everybody's dissing everybody. Drake dropped like a couple tracks. Supposedly Taylor Swift dissed Kim Kardashian supposedly, and I don't know what's going on. To me, it seems like distractions, but it seems like, all right, well, everybody's taking shots now, so it's time to take shots. I don't know. It's funny. Quite funny. So it says the Supreme Court takes on Donald Trump, abortion bans, and homeless camps in Blockbuster Week. That was in USA Today. What they gotta say. Let's click on that. Let's click on that. Click on that. Damn. Yo, now that I can make beats, I can make like an intro for every, you know. But now I gotta figure out how to export it. Figure it out. It can't be too hard. Oh, is it a video? No, it's not. Man, I can't click on this shit. Whatever. It doesn't even matter. You know, what's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. We're not there to control it. We can't do nothing about it. All we can do is control our lives. But it is good to be aware of certain things, to be like, okay, this is happening because they're distracting us from something else usually. You know, there hasn't been no news on the boat smashing into that bridge. Let me look that up. Let's see. Baltimore Bridge. In 50 years, the kids are gonna be singing a song like "The London Bridge is falling down." I don't know how the song goes. I never sang it as a child. Ring around the rosy. Okay, so third shipping channel opened at site of collapse, Baltimore Bridge. So that's good. Body of fourth victim recovered as feds start looking into who might be responsible for destroying the bridge that 30,000 Marylanders relied on every day and clogging the channel vital to the local economy. Oh, somebody's got to pay for this shit. Somebody's got to take responsibility. Damn. Francis Scott Key Bridge. Who is that? Francis Scott Key. Francis Scott Key. Oh, I wrote too fast. Francis Scott Key. Who was he? And let me go back. Because they opened up another channel, alternate channel. So that's good. So hopefully that helps business. The newest temporary route for boats to navigate clear of the wreckage will allow for limited access for commercially essential vessels. Officials said during an update. Essential, that word is interesting because they were throwing that word essential businesses, you know what I mean, during the pandemic. But, you know, essential, I'm assuming it means food, you know. But everybody has their own opinion on what's essential. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers removed a large piece of steel debris from the water to help open the temporary shipping lane. Damn. The 984-foot Singapore flag ship struck the 47-year-old bridge at about 1:30 a.m. local time on March 26th. This week it'll be a month ago. After the vessel experienced mechanical failures, crashing into the support pillar. A large section of the 1.6-mile bridge then quickly collapsed into the Patapsco River. Earlier in the week, divers discovered a fourth victim from the site of the bridge collapse. Yo, that shit. I mean, that stuff is crazy. Alright, so I was just curious about who Francis Key Scott was. He was an American lawyer and poet from Frederick, Maryland, best known as the author of the text of the American national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Interesting. Coincidence? Who knows? He lived from 1779 to 1843. Star Spangled Banner. I wonder if I just Star Spangled Banner. David Banner. Wow, he was my age. He was 35 years old. He was an amateur poet on September 14th, 1814, after he witnessed the bombardment of Fort McHenry by British ships. The lyrics come from The Defense of Fort McHenry, a poem by Francis Key Scott. He witnessed the bombardment of ships in the Royal Navy in outer Baltimore Harbor and the Patapsco River during the Battle of Baltimore in the War of 1812. Key was inspired by the large U.S. flag with 15 stars and 15 stripes known as the Star Spangled Banner, flying triumphantly above the fort during the U.S. victory. The poem was set to the tune of a popular British song written by John Stafford Smith for the Anacreontic Society, a men's social club in London, to Anacreon in Heaven for the Anacreontic song with various lyrics was already popular in the United States. So it's like a remake song and shit. This setting, renamed the Star Spangled Banner, soon became a well-known U.S. patriotic song with a range of 19 semitones. It is known for being very difficult to sing, in part because the melody sung today is a soprano part. Although the poem has 4 stanzas, only the first is commonly sung today. It was first recognized by official use by the U.S. Navy in 1889. On March 3rd, 1931, the U.S. Congress passed a joint resolution making the song the official national anthem of the United States, which President Herbert Hoover signed into the law. The resolution is now codified. So the lyrics. Oh, like why he... Oh, Oh, here are the lyrics. I'm not gonna fucking read that. Not right now. No offense. No offense, Francis Key Scott, but they fucked up your bridge. And I don't know why. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, I mean, you know, peace, love, and happiness, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see y'all next time on Anxiety News. Anxiety News with Christopher Chaos.